Yeah, in the state.
What is going on, folks? Welcome to another edition of Athletes Corner. We got a special guest today. My man Gustavo made the drive from Lawrence, but he is here, man. What's going on? Welcome to the studio.
What's going on? What's going on? Nice to be here. It's an honor.
Yeah, all right, man. Hey, it's an honor to have you here, man. 4 years flew by quick, man. High school chapter is done, but man, it flies by quick, don't it?
It does. Like I remember when I was a freshman, the seniors telling me, "Yo, these are gonna be the 4 fastest years of your life." I took it for granted, and here we are. It's over just like that.
Right.
Just like that.
Right.
It's crazy.
Especially when you're playing sports too, because you're playing sports, so you're just active. So you're very active during your high school time that you don't realize like just how fast it's going by just because you're doing a lot of extracurricular activities, right? But how did that just help with that high school experience for you?
It made it 1,000 times better. I feel like, if you're in high school, you should always try sports, just be on a sports team. It makes everything better. You make friends. You make yourself better. You stay like conditioned and all that stuff. And I love sports. I love what sports does for you mentally, physically. Sports are amazing. I love sports.
Yeah. I mean, sports is like it teaches a lot of life lessons and stuff. But for you, like when did you start being involved in sports? Like at what age did your parents start putting you into sports?
I'm Dominican. Us Dominican people, we love baseball. Started off with baseball when I was younger. Didn't like it. I tried soccer. I feel like that's everybody's first sport, soccer. So I played soccer for a couple years, and then my school had like an intramurals program when I was in middle school. Flag football. I got into that, and I was like, damn, I kind of like football. I'm pretty good at this.
Yeah.
So I did flag football. Then I found the league. Started playing tackle, and yeah, it was just from there on. I was just naturally good at it and kept playing it throughout high school. Started running some track too.
Right. So, like compared to some of your other friends that may have already been playing, you started a little later than most of them. Like you said, 7th grade.
Yeah, I was. It was literally right before COVID hit. Like my first season was during COVID. So wow. I was like 13.
Oh man, that was quite the time. But what was it about football that made you just like gravitate to it more than other sports?
I feel like in soccer, I was always a little bit too aggressive. I would like slide tackle kids and all that stuff.
You get too many flags, too many penalty cards and
bro,
stuff.
So many. It was crazy. And I felt like I was always a little bit faster than my peers.
Right.
So I was just looking for that blend of like, what's a sport where I could hit people and like run? And I was like, football. And then, like I said, like that middle school experience, like it made me fall in love with football.
Right. Was there a specific game that, that kind of, that made you like, oh yeah, this is it for me? Or was it like a practice or something? My
first ever game, I remember, I saw like one of my older classmates hitting spin moves and shit. I tried it my first game, and it was like the adrenaline rush you got from like just scoring a touchdown. I remember I got the ball my first time. It was like a little handoff in flag football.
Right.
I spun off for like 4 people, and I was like, yo, this is it. Like, I love football.
And it's flag too, so they're trying to get that flag, and it's like, oh man, that's transitioning to that, transitioning from flag football to tackle football. How did flag football help you with the tackle football aspect?
Honestly, I don't think it did. I feel like flag and tackle just like they should be 2 completely different sports. I mean, we're seeing that now a lot with like girls flag football and all that stuff, which is what's up. But
Greater Lawrence got a good flag football team.
Yeah, they them girls are nice. But yeah, honestly, I feel like it didn't help me at all. Like during flag, I was more of an offensive guy. I was a running back, and when I started playing tackle, I didn't know like it's a completely different position at running back, tackle and flag. So they put me on defense, and I was just learning how to hit. I had to go through that process.
Right. Was it also because of like you understanding like the play callings and like the blocking and all that, right?
I didn't even know how to take a handoff right. I would take the handoff like this with one hand. So it was completely different, completely different.
So basically, when you got to Greater Lawrence, your coaches basically had to go through the fundamentals with you again, or
I knew
some aspect.
Because I still played during middle school, my 7th and 8th grade year. Obviously my 7th grade year, I started playing like I played defensive end, and then my 8th grade year, my coach threw me in there because we had no other running back for youth football, and I got it like that. I really wanted to do it really bad, so I logged in. I really listened to him. He was a great coach. I love my middle school coach.
Shout out his name.
Yeah, Coach Ice. I'll tag him. Coach Taylor.
I thought you said Coach Ice. I was thinking about Coach Isola.
Nah, not him. But yeah, going into my freshman year, I felt like I was pretty decent. Obviously, like I was still really unpolished and all that stuff.
Right.
But I was definitely I felt like I was a little above average when it came to running backs and all that stuff. So I got it pretty quick.
Right. You get to your freshman year. What was the learning curve there freshman year? Did when you got in the varsity game, did you have to? Did the speed hit you? Was because were you like, oh, this is a little different. The speed right now, the speed of the game, or were you kind of already?
So. I remember it was my first practice. That's I started adjusting because they threw me in there like on a bye week, so I had 2 weeks with the varsity to practice.
Right.
So at first I was like, yeah, I mean it's a little faster and everything, but especially at the level that I played, I wasn't really a high level of football. No offense.
Yeah.
I played Division 5 football, so my team they were 0-6 at the time. So I feel like the jump, it wasn't too crazy. Definitely a little faster and all that stuff. But I remember my first game. You know, I had my welcome to varsity moment right away. I got boomstick. I got put on my butt. But the first handoff I got, tried taking it to the outside. I got tackled. But then my second carry, I scored a touchdown right away. And then my third carry in the next drive, I scored again. So it was effortless.
It seemed like that hit was just like made you kind of like a little bit more refocused. Like
it was personal too. It was against the kids I grew up playing football with in my middle school team against Greater Lowell Tech.
Okay.
I grew up playing with all those kids. So coming into the game, I was nervous, but I was locked in. I was dialed, and I really wanted to prove myself right away.
Right. When I talk to kids about when they play their freshman year, they always talk about the upperclassmen that helped them out and showed them how to, the program, how to be a leader and stuff like that. Well, how did the upperclassmen treat you as a young guy? You say you got 2 weeks. You had 2 weeks before you got some your varsity start or whatever, right? So how did those upperclassmen prepare you and help you just kind of help you ease and not try to tell you don't have to do everything, right?
So there's definitely like two sides of a coin when it comes to that. I feel like a lot of them like took me in as like the little brother, like my boy Justin Ortega. I love that kid to death. He was always by my side. He always gave me advice and all that stuff. But then there was some guys that would talk down on me and would be like, oh, he's not gonna do what he's doing at the freshman level, at the varsity level.
Right.
And they would talk a lot of crap behind my back and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean. Some guys were with me, some guys weren't.
Right.
But the second I scored that touchdown, everybody was cheering. So fill it up real quick.
It changes quick once they see the production, right? Just overall, your freshman year, as you got the taste of it. You guys have the full season. But what did you take away from that freshman year that helped you and mold you into becoming the player that you were in the upcoming years?
So I feel like starting off so late, because I started around like week 6, week 7. It just it made me want more. I was like, this is what varsity football is. I'm just cementing my spot right now. And it just motivated me more going into my sophomore year to really lay down I'm one of the best here or one of the best in the state, whatever. It made me want more. It made me want to keep playing.
Right. What that off-season training for going into your sophomore year? What did that look like? How locked in were you during that off-season just to make sure you guys have a better season?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and cap. I went to DR for 2 months.
Yeah.
I came back fat as hell. I couldn't even. It was so bad. I would try to run at a 100-yard sprint. I couldn't do it.
Right.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
I came back. I think 15 pounds.
Right?
Yeah.
The family vacation to DR.
I was fat. I was a fullback.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was fat as hell. So it took me a while to I had to get acclaimed really fast. And I remember that year we scrimmaged St. Mary's every year. So I team from the nasty.
Right.
Yeah, it was a rude awakening, that scrimmage. I was not in shape at all. That's the year that they made a deep playoff
that's the
run.
year they won. I think that's the year they won it. Was it 21-22? 21?
That team was disgusting.
Yeah.
I remember first play picks. Oh my God, I don't even want to talk about it. It was. Yeah. I learned my lesson though.
Yeah. I'm in that family vacation in DR.
My coach was pissed at me.
Yeah.
Pissed. My teammates were too. I remember they wouldn't even let me get reps with the starters. They made me earn that. But I love that. They hold me accountable for not taking the offseason serious. And that's definitely one of my regrets. Coming out of high school, I feel like I did take my offseason, my freshman and my sophomore a little bit more serious because it would have just made me that much better.
Right. But you learned from it.
No, for sure. I learned a little too late though. Unfortunately.
It's what's the saying? Better late than never, right?
Yeah, for sure.
better late than never. You're getting all these. You're starting to get all this attention, for the yards you're putting up. I mean, I feel like junior year that breakout season for you.
I mean, I feel like I stayed pretty consistent. My sophomore year, I had more yards on less carries, but actually no, other way around. I had more yards. Yeah, more yards on less. I'm sorry. So I feel like I never had really a breakout season until my senior year, even though I was getting like a ridiculous amount of yards. Like I made like my local paper all-star team and all that stuff, but I wasn't really getting any attention from nobody.
Right.
And because our team, I'm not gonna, we weren't that good. We went 4-7 my sophomore and junior year. So even though it was like, oh, this is a good player on like a not so good team, whatever. Yeah, there was just like no respect for us. Yeah, nobody respected us.
Yeah, what changed during senior year because you guys played some really good teams.
Yeah, we did.
Right, you guys held your own. What was the change? What changed? Was they just the team just bought in?
Yeah, I feel like my senior class, the class of 26. We were a really good class. My freshman year we won a lot of games. I think we lost only one game my freshman year, so it was like a really good class. And we just wanted it more, honestly. We completely changed our coaching staff, brought in a lot of new guys, a lot of first-year guys. We brought back one of the old coaches that used to coach there. My coach Big T, shout out to him.
Right.
And we changed the culture. We said, we done losing. Especially my junior. My junior year was a gut punch. If you look, we lost every game by one touchdown.
Oh.
Yeah, because we were 4-7, but we lost like, literally except for Shashin. But we lost every game by one touchdown, and it was just like we're right there being such a good team.
Shashin team was different.
Shashin's legit.
Yeah, they were different. That team in particular, they were different. But yeah, as you say, changing the culture, changing coaches. When they changed the coaches, was you guys just like, was your group like, okay, guys, this is it for us. We have to.
Yeah,
we don't want to end our high school career with not having a good record.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I was saying like that freshman class that we had, my class. A lot of us played varsity, 3 years, 2 years. So that was like the how do you say it? That was the team. Like I feel like my class was like the heart and soul of the football team there those couple of years, and the coaches too. Like I said, the coaches like made us bought in. We had 6 a.m. workouts every day that summer. My senior year, every day. Like literally, like I'm telling you, I had no life that summer. Yeah. It would be 5 in the morning, wake up, go to pick up my boys, practice from 6 to 8. I would work right after that, and then we had another practice of like
in the afternoon.
Yeah, in the afternoon. So it was like the whole summer. Right. So we had no life. It was football, and it really showed for sure.
Right. This is what a lot of people talk about is that sacrifice you got to make to be great.
Exactly.
Right, and I mean, it showed that. You carried the ball a lot. you got the ball a lot. There was some games you had like 40 plus carries, 30 plus carries. How does that weigh on the back, especially when you're a 3 down back, you're a 4 down back, you're not getting many breaks, right? So, how was your conditioning for you to be able to have that many amount of carries? You finished with like 400 carries your senior years, or?
My senior year, no. My senior year was the least carries I've ever gotten.
The least?
I had 210 yards. My junior year I had 250. My sophomore year I had 245.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was still.
But it seemed like you was in like the 300 range.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, that definitely seemed that way.
Right.
But conditioning wise, I'm not gonna lie. My conditioning my sophomore and junior were definitely tougher than my senior year. But it's just like. You just get used to it. Like obviously, the first game of the season, like the scrimmage, I would always be gassed.
Right.
I'd be getting the ball like 4 times in a row. I'd be like dead. Yeah. But like once like week 3, week 4 rolls around, the body just gets used to it.
Game shape and stuff.
Yeah, and taking those hits. I mean, I've took some pretty gnarly hits. Yeah. I remember my junior year against here. I man in field against Lynn English. I popped both my AC joints. I broke a rib right here, and I still played through that shit. You just got to be a dog. Like deadass, you got to be a dog. You got to know how to take hits. I knew when to like keep going, when to fall down. Because sometimes you can't fight. You got to just go down.
Right.
Because that's how you get hurt when you try to do too much.
Yeah, live to fight another down.
Yep.
I was actually at that game.
Yeah. It was a rough game. It was a really rough game.
No, so that with that game, like I was keeping track, and then like I lost count because I was like, you had like 20, and I think we were still like in the first half. You had like 20 carries.
Yeah, I got abused that game.
So then I went to one of the reporters. I'm like, how much he got now? And I think you were up to like 40. When I think
I did that game with like 40, 45 carries.
Yeah, like
for like 180 yards. It was awful.
Yeah, but
them boys are dogs.
Yeah, but that was the most. That was the most impressive thing I saw, because I'm like, carrying the ball 40 times is, man, that's, I mean, I don't know how many plays you guys have for an entire game. I don't know how many plays teams run for an entire game, but
Yeah.
I think 45, that's like half the plays right there. Senior year, back to your senior year, you guys did make the postseason. You know you lost to St. Mary's, though, in the early round, but how was just that feeling for you guys to just get in that postseason? And, you know, I know it didn't end up the way you guys wanted to,
for
but
sure not.
It still seemed like you guys, all the things you guys did in that offseason showed, and to help you guys get into the postseason.
I mean, I feel like just getting into the postseason, especially after not making it my whole high school career, we was hyped. Like, we wanted to go in. I remember the day that they announced who we was playing. We seen St. Mary's, we were like, what the heck? Yo, respectfully, St. Mary's was not an 8 seed, bro. Like, how they lost about 1 touchdown to the number 1 seed. I feel like they should have been ranked a lot higher.
Right.
But, you know, that's what we got at the end of the day. So, you know, we came in there ready to fight. Energy was high. I did feel like some of the guys were scared, though. Like I said, St. Mary's was a great freaking team. Like, we were like, how the hell are we going against them so early in the playoffs?
Right.
Especially at home, too. But I feel like it's just a stepping stone for the younger guys. You know, it's a building in the culture.
Yeah.
I feel like throughout all sports, I feel like a team never like just makes it to the mountaintop right away. Like, you gotta lose first round, second round. So that's what I told the guys. I mean, I was being real myself. I was like, you know, I don't think we're going that far, but just like setting the seed for the younger guys. Like, this is what Greater Lawrence football is about. Like, we make playoffs. You know, keep that tradition going. Keep that. Right. So yeah, I don't know. It was sweet and sour, man. You know, St. Mary's first round, but we tried. We went out there. We tried our best.
Right. It might have been one of those things, like, because sometimes when you get in that postseason, the playoff win or go home type, I don't think sometimes people don't realize how big those lights are.
Yeah, for sure.
So you kind of. You kind of like are nervous throughout the game before you settle in.
Especially if it's your first time.
Yeah, especially when it's your first time, because some guys be hyped, but too hyped.
Yeah.
So you gotta find that right balance. But as you said, you showed the younger guys, like, if they do the work during the off season, you know, maybe next year we can move on from the first round, get to the second round, and build from there.
Exactly.
You end your high school career as the -- rusher in the state of Massachusetts, 6,700 plus yards.
Yeah.
Man, and you were, I think you were on the Mass All-State team, All-State team, right? Just being the all-time leading rusher in the state, where this is a big state. There's been so many great running backs throughout the years, right? Now your name is at the top, right?
Yep.
And how did, what was kind of that feeling for you and your family?
Honestly, it was a great feeling. I feel like it's just a testament to like my work throughout these 4 years, and like, you know, just saying it out loud when you really think about it, like number 1 in Mass all the time. Like, Mass football has been played for like almost 200 years, and like it's crazy that I'm at the number 1 of that list. But also, I feel like that's just a testament to some guys. Like, I feel like we have so much talent in Mass that they don't stay home. They don't stay at their public school. They go out to a private school, for better opportunities and all that stuff. So I feel like that's another thing too. But for my family, it was great, especially during the game. The game that I broke the record, it was against Whittier during Thanksgiving.
Oh, yep.
That game was crazy. We were down 3 touchdowns with I think it was 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We ended up coming back, winning that game. So it was just the peak. It was such a peak of emotions. I remember them telling me after we won, oh yeah, you broke the record. Because in my head I thought I didn't break it, because it was a rough game. So. Yeah, just a testament to my hard work, and I'm really happy, that I bring that to the school, to Greater Lawrence. That's where Gustavo's from. It's great. I can't say enough positive things about it. It's an amazing record to have.
Yeah, definitely, man. That's a lot of yards.
It is a lot of yards. A lot of abuse.
A lot of yards. I mean, hey. You probably could have got to the 7,000 if they gave you more your freshman year.
Yeah, for sure. And if we made the postseason, had a couple extra games.
Right. So high school's finished. Now you made the decision. You're gonna be going to Assumptions.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna be running track and playing football over there, right? What played a role in your decision to go there? And what were some of the schools that were looking to have you join them?
Honestly, I didn't have much options. Assumption, they wwere the only Division II school that reached out, and I got very lucky. Like I said, we added coaches to the staff my senior year, and one of those coaches, Coach GU, I love that guy to death. Shout out to him as well. GU, he's amazing. he was like on that. He told me like, oh, you should have been going to camp, should have been doing this, stuff that my other coaches missed, unfortunately. But he was reaching out like crazy, and he had a really good connection with the running backs coach down at Assumption. And they looked at my film and they were like, this guy has no offers. I had no offers in my senior year, no offers.
Right.
They were my only one. I was thinking of going to like a Division III school, like Framingham State. I was looking at Framingham State pretty heavily. But yeah, I definitely slacked in the recruiting process. I didn't reach out. I reached out to a lot of schools, but they didn't reach back. And it's unfortunate. Like I feel like in my opinion, I could definitely play D1, and that was a dream of mine. But everybody's path is different. Just because I'm playing D2 at Assumption right now, don't mean I can't play D1 in the future. I'm gonna work my butt off, ball out. Hopefully, make it to that D1 level. We'll see what happens.
Sometimes all it takes is one school to believe in you.
Exactly. And I'm very grateful that Assumption was that school. They're a great school.
And I think they put some guys in the pros too.
Oh yeah.
Assumption.
Great program. It's just crazy because like, how does a top 25 school in the nation for D2 recruit me, but then I have no other offers at all?
Right.
It doesn't make any sense to me. But I'm not complaining, man.
It's a dirty game, but hey, man, as long as somebody just believes in you. Just also going to Greater Lawrence Tech, you also have the unique thing in like you doing the trade, right? So you have the thing where you can make some money with your trade. But how important was that for just to have that trade? You have that in your pocket. Yeah, you have that in your back pocket always. But now you're going to higher education to pursue something else.
I mean, yeah, it's like you said, it's a great thing to have to fall back on. Sports don't last forever, especially like with a trade. You could always you could be 40, 50 years old and start getting into a trade like that. That don't got to be something you get into right away. I was in plumbing. Unfortunately, I think I picked the wrong thing. Yeah, at first, I loved it. You got into it. The teachers tell you, oh yeah, you're gonna make this much amount of money, blah blah blah. But that's not how life works. You gotta find a job. Finding a job is hard when it comes to trades. I feel like these big companies, they have such a monopoly on work and all that stuff. It's just hard. It's hard.
Yeah. The thing I always say about the folks that do plumbing and stuff, like even if you don't do it, like when you get older, you're gonna know what you're doing.
Yeah, for sure.
So you ain't gotta call a plumber. I do it myself.
Yeah, you do it yourself.
All right. But hey, man. When's moving? How long you got before camp start? I know it starts usually like late July or August.
For me, our moving in our camp is I think August 9th. I'm gonna be down there. Like I said, just work. Right now, they're having like little workouts for the team and stuff like every Wednesday and Sunday.
Right.
I have yet to go. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a drive.
Yeah, it's like an hour some with traffic, so it's pretty bad. Especially with track. My track season just ended. Yeah. So I'll get back into the gym, start working. Hopefully, I could start on special. I would love to start on special teams my first year. That's a big goal for me. We'll see if I can work my way into the offense. I feel like I definitely can. They got some dogs over there, so we can compete for sure. So I'm excited. I'm excited.
Right. Also, just being able, when you think about it, like what has Greater Lawrence meant for you? Like just the community, the school, the community, everybody that's been helping you through these 4 years.
I mean, I feel like I could not say enough great things about Greater Lawrence. I love that school. I had so many chances to transfer out. I could have went to St. John's Prep my sophomore year. And I think about that all the time, like how different my life would have been and all that stuff if I ended up going there. I could have went to a prep school. I had a lot of prep schools reaching out. I could have went to Taper, where else? Lawrence Academy reached out. And I just stayed loyal. Like I love those guys to death. I feel like they're my boys, they're my family. My head coach, he was like a father to me. Sarkis, I love Sarkis. And yeah, I feel like Greater Lawrence, that's a school that's on the uprise. Our basketball team is disgusting. We got great athletes over there, man. Great athletes. I love that school.
I know. I was just talking with Stevie the other day over there. It was the kid. I think his name is Rudy or something like that.
Rudy? Oh, yeah, he's a freshman?
Rudy,
Rudy's a
tall kid. He was shooting the lights out the other day. So, and my boys, the twins.
I love those. I wish they played football, man. Them twins, they would have been nasty at football.
Those my guys. I tell you're one of the kids. You're one of the few people that did 2 sports in high school, right? I tell these kids all the time, just try 2 sports. Just try.
Yeah, why not? It's high school.
Right. Just try it. If you don't like it,
Especially with the little amount of athletes we got, because we have we have a little amount, but them athletes, they real athletes. You feel me? They could really have impacts on whatever team they're on.
Right.
So it just really sucks to see them only do basketball and all that stuff. So
Right.
we could really use them out on the field, man. Could
man.
really use them out on the
You know,
field.
some people just focus on one sport, and I just
And
be
that's
like,
fine with me, too.
man, listen, man, just try something, just
Yeah.
try it. But how did playing two sports kind of help you outside of school? Because everything is there. Everybody does things different, but
Yeah.
playing multiple sports. How do you feel like that's helping you outside of school and in the real world, interacting with people and all that? So.
I mean, I feel like football and track, they go hand in hand. Obviously, like, they complement each other really well. What you learn on the track field, you can implement that to the football field, especially like at the running back position, like with sprints and all that stuff. And it's just like opened a lot of doors for me. Like, it's kept me busy because, like, once football ends, especially in high school, we don't really got an off season for real.
Right.
So instead of like, being in the streets, doing this and that, like, I stay focused on I kept doing sports. It gives you something else to be like, because, I'm a competitive guy. I feel like a lot of people are competitive.
Right.
So it just gives you something else to do while the season's over. And yeah, you just, like, I fell in love with track. I feel like track, honestly, like, I like track more than football.
Yeah.
You don't get hit, none of that stuff. You just run. It's you versus you. And you can only like make yourself better. So, it's just like more mental stuff too. Because I feel like in a race, locking in is a lot different than football. Because you're by yourself.
Yeah.
And it's like a lot of pressure because you got to perform because you don't get another chance. Football, you get different plays, all that stuff. Track is one race. That's it.
Yeah. Right. And as you said, it's just you.
It's just you. You have no one else to blame but yourself.
Yeah, right. Man, those are yeah. I love track. But a lot of NFL players did track too. Some of them got scholarships for track.
Yeah.
And not football.
Right.
So it just shows like the advantage of being a multi-sport athlete, man. My man, before we get up out of here, plug in your social medias, let the people know where they can find you.
Oh yeah, my Instagram, GooseyPoo4, real name, don't question it. But yeah, that's about it. My Twitter, Gustavo_Varela4, if you want to follow that, all of my accomplishments and all that stuff. And yeah, I'll see y'all at the field at Worcester. Come down to the games at Assumption. Don't come for week 1 though. We got the number 2 ranked team in the nation.
Who's that?
Kutztown. Yeah, number 2 in the nation. I don't know why we scheduled them, but. It's Pennsylvania.
I was about to say Pennsylvania. I honestly was about to say Pennsylvania because that's an underrated football state right there.
But yeah, it was nice being out here. This like looking at y'all on Instagram and all that stuff. Like, you guys got a great following. You guys do great stuff.
Yes,
Obviously,
sir.
I've seen you on some of the games.
Yes, sir.
But y'all are cursed. I don't think I ever won a game with y'all on the field.
Nah, you haven't.
It's actually so bad.
It's not my fault. That's not my fault.
Man, y'all Lynn team's got it out for Lawrence, bro.
Yo,
we beat in English one time and it was at home.
What was that, like your sophomore year?
Yeah, my sophomore year. That's it. Other than that, man, gotten belt every single time. Well, I want to say belt. I feel like it's always been close, but except for this year against St. Mary's. But yeah.
Hey man, it's all competition, man. We love Lawrence. Lawrence is like Lynn's cousins. So.
Yeah, we like sisters.
Yeah, my man. Pleasure having you here, man.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Athletes Corner, we out of here.